I don't talk to you. I'm not going to greet you when I don't talk to you. And Diamond says, I'm sorry. This issue must be very serious because she just be doing whole adjacent stuff and then be acting clueless. Like, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. My name is Comfort, The Vibes. We are here for another recap. Top 5 in reality shows at the moment is back. Young, Famous, and African is back for season 2 on Netflix, y'all. It didn't disappoint. Episode 1 didn't disappoint. It got to the nonsense and it added some more. There's new people. I don't know what do be doing Nadia and Ashawa adjacent stuff. I don't understand. Annie and Swanky are having colossal drama and Diamond is secretly plotting to annihilate Andile. Diamond is boiling inside. But we're about to get right into it, y'all. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I am going to be recapping the entire season, so you do want to stay tuned for that. I'm also recapping Queen Charlotte as well. Episode 2 will be coming up very, very soon. And Vanderpump Rules, I'm also going to do a recap reaction to the reunion with all the mess. So you don't want to miss any of that. Go ahead and hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time that I post a video. Like, if you like my energy, I feel your energy, you know. So first out the gate, when we start every season with Diamond coming to South Africa and everybody making way for Diamond. Diamond is the big guy. Diamond calls Naked to help him kind of coordinate a party. Invite everybody, do what you like. I want it to be grand. He says everybody. You know, Naked is really close with Andile. Naked took everybody as everybody. He didn't think there was any lingering jara with Diamond and Andile. Then we move to Kanye and Naked linking up, right? So Kanye and Naked link up. They're kind of like oil and water. They're like kind of brother, sister, love, hate-ish or annoying-ish, you know, relationship. They annoy each other, but they love each other. They're close, right? So they link up. Kanye wants to confirm, as she always does because she's prying and also she cares, if Kaylee and Naked, because Kaylee and Naked are still together, she sees them post on IG, she sees them post on social media, and they appear to be happy, and she hasn't heard any nonsense or chaos, but she wants to confirm from him that they're actually happy. And Naked basically says that yes, everything is great, you know, everything is wonderful, we're not fighting. Kaylee still wants what she wants, which I'm guessing is like marriage or moving in together. I think it's moving in together. Yes, if I can recall, it was moving in together, and Naked is still against it, but they're working their way through that. Like, it's not causing that big of an issue. It's like normal relationship disagreements, but nothing crazy, right? Kanye's like, okay. So then, y'all, we move to Zari and Swanky meeting up, right? So Zari and Swanky meet at this shop. She gets to the shop, like this store that's been shut down for her to shop for Diamond's party. I think she calls him Baba T. So Zari is there shopping and she says she's tired of waiting for Swanky. He likes to make a grand entrance. He has to be the last one so that he can be the one that everyone looks at when he's late, right? Excessively late. So then Swanky comes in and confirms that yes, I'm late because you need to see my outfit, because what else did I wear it for? So Swanky gets there and he meets up with Zari and, you know, they greet and everything. Swanky asks Zari that, you know, we're going to Diamond's party. Are you excited to see Diamond or are you more excited to see Andile? And Zari's like, huh? Don't be, I'm very sure you know about Andile. So Zari says that she actually has not seen him since the conversation that they had with Diamond when Diamond walked in on Andile at her house. And she said she actually did fall for him. Messy pants, right? But the fault is really on Andile. He's too much of a playboy, obviously, like that it's not like they're in a relationship, they're not together, that she hasn't really spoken to him since the whole debacle. Then Zari asks Swanky, how far with Annie? Like, have you talked to Annie? Swanky, now you remember Swanky and Annie were like best friends, like brother and sister, like ride or die. And Swanky says, well, he hasn't been talking to Annie actually. He's not sure. He doesn't know. And Swanky basically alludes to the fact that Annie did something so catastrophic, so egregious, that she betrayed him. He doesn't really know how to get past it. He doesn't really give any details up, but he's just like, yeah, I'm not talking to her. And yeah, it is what it is. And Zari's like, that's very concerning because they were so close. We're like ride or die for each other. So she's kind of like concerned as to what happened. I'm very sure you're concerned. But I mean, she seemed concerned though, so we'll take her word for it. So then y'all, we move to Annie meeting up with Kanye. So Annie meets up with Kanye, and they're like sisters, they're bestie. I follow them both, and they're like actually really close even outside of the show, right? So Kanye says that her and Two-Face look really happy after the wedding. So mind you, this is after the wedding, right? If you read the blogs or you've seen what's been going on, you know that it hasn't been so happy. But we're gonna get into that this season. At this point, she says that she looks so happy after the wedding, and Annie says that yeah, she is really, really happy, it's been amazing, and that she just gets frustrated when blogs write that she's been suffering in her marriage and suffering in that relationship. I believe she's in the relationship because she loves him and because she's happy with him and because they have a very strong connection, and also because he's all she knows. And I think she really, 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 really believes in unconditional love, which is commendable, to be able to love somebody through anything. I do see the hurt. She has expressed the hurt. So I think maybe that's what people are talking about, especially after seeing the show. I think they used to speculate before, especially after some of the statements she might have put out sometimes. And then also with the show, kind of expressing what their past has been like, and also what people know in the tabloids. I think that's what people are putting together to be like, oh, you must be suffering in this relationship. But I don't think she's continuing in the relationship with him because it's just been suffering the entire time. I think there is a strong connection she has with him, and she's willing to forgive all of his bad traits because of the other side of him. I think that's what's going on. So I don't know if you categorize that as suffering. Everybody can't do it. Me, I couldn't do it, to be sincere. No. But I don't think she sees it as suffering also, if that makes sense, right? And so Kanye basically says that she cannot worry about trying to clear up blogs or trying to like address anything that blogs have to say. Her bringing that up or her even trying to go at any blogs, thou doth protest too much. Like basically, you're doing too much. Just be happy in your relationship. Who cares what they have to say unless you're not really happy in the relationship? And that's why you're letting that distract you, because maybe they're hitting on the truth, is what Kanye said. And I'm like, well. So then Kanye, just similar to Zari, asked Annie about Swanky. Like, hello, y'all, where's Swanky? What's going on with Swanky? And he says she doesn't know, that they haven't talked. She has not spoke to Swanky, that he abandoned her basically. She's tried to reach out to him and that she's had no response, and that she suspects, she doesn't know, but she suspects that because of the scandals and because of everything that she had going on in the media, Swanky didn't want his image to be soiled with her tabloid drama and her scandals. And so that's why he pulled away, so that it didn't hurt his reputation or hurt his business. And, that's what she suspects, which is to her like, a betrayal. Like, and that's not a friend. I think he's been there through all of the, ups and downs. I don't think that's what it is, but I also believe that she doesn't know why Swanky is not talking to her. Nadia meeting up with Andile, right? So Nadia meets up with Andile at a restaurant, and Andile, the one that does not believe in anything that resemble bro code, because meets up with Nadia. They discuss Diamond's party. Andile says that he got the invite from Naked, and that Naked said that Diamond said everybody's invited. Andile said he's not sure if he's a part of the everybody. And Nadia's like, why would you say that? You didn't clear everything up. He's like, no, like we had a whole run-in. We had a whole thing. So then Nadia says that she has a man, right? That she has a man. She's so happy. Right? That she has a man who is a South African rapper named AKA. For those of you that know, he has since passed. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to him and his family. But obviously at the time of the show, this is before that. So, she's so excited and everything, and says that she is so in love and she loves her man. And I'm just like, you be so in love. You was in love with Vic. Like, girl, you was in love and you was still mingling with Diamond. And so we'll see with this one, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. It's another guy. Let's see. So Andile brings up the fact that he knows Keenan. The Keenan's kind of had similar amount of scandals and similar amount of tabloid stuff that he has had in his past with some of his exes and the mothers of his children. He had a very high profile relationship with a very big media personality in South Africa by the name of Bonang Arrives. I love Bonang. Love her, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that might be a little awkward. I'm thinking that it's just, they just happen to be on the same show. No, Nadia was besties, real close with Bonang at the time that she was dating AKA. And then somehow they fell out. somehow, right? That Nadia doesn't want to tell us about. And then she started dating AKA. What is the problem? So Andile kind of brings it up that, you know, yeah, his ex is Bonang. Like, do you ever think about, have you asked him about it? Has he mentioned it? And Nadia's like, she doesn't feel like that's a big deal because everybody has exes, you know. It's not a big thing. It's a normal thing. She thinks that Andile is bringing that up just to be messy, like try to start something because she doesn't understand what he's talking about. And this is before we learned that they were friends. How you don't understand what he's talking about, girl? Is it? Are you an actress? Is it me? Are we at babies? Are we at children? Like, come on, girl. Like, she just be doing whole adjacent stuff and then be acting clueless. Like, so Andile is like, have you never thought about that? He's like, no. She's like, no, we fell out a long time before for an entirely different reason. A lot of people think the reason that we fell out is because of the fact that I started dating AKA. Andile says, okay, so what was the real reason? She says it's a long story. Andile is like, I have time. She says, well, I don't want to talk about it. Do you not want to talk about it because that's the reason? Because AKA is the reason? Because you think that we're moo-moos? Because you think that we're slow? We're not. And then coincidentally, all of a sudden, y'all fell out due to some unknown reason. Girl, get out of here. Like, please. I don't believe it for 1 second. So then she switches the subject and asks Andile what he did after Annie and Two-Face's wedding last season. And Andile is like, he went to Zari's house. And Nadia is like, why would you do, like, oh my God, why would you do that? And he said when he went to Zari's house, Diamond came and met them at the house. And started questioning him that, no, this is my family. What's going on? What's happening? Why are you here? Why art thou in this place? And Nadia's like, see, I told you not to do that. He's like, why? Why do I need to? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, he's playing dumb. Like, you know, you over there asking Nadia why she's dating Bonang's ex and you wanted to date Diamond's current mother of his children and see no, like, you know what's going on. Stop playing dumb, okay? Please, knock it off. And that's why you overstepped that bound. That's why you dipped your toe, dipped your big foot, dipped your crusty heel into that pond because you didn't care, Andile. And that's your business, but that's the truth. So then we move to Diamond landing in South Africa finally, right? And he meets up with Naked. Naked is the one that picks him up from the airport. So Naked mentions that he actually wants to introduce Diamond to a Ghana artist. They just show a picture of her, but it's giving very much nakedness, Ghana artist vibe. And so Naked asks Diamond, so is he cool with everyone? And Diamond says everybody except for Andile. Bam, straight to the point. Like, no cut the shit. You know what's going on, right? And Naked said, and then you guys squashed it. Did your friend tell you they squashed it? Diamond says he doesn't understand why Zari would go with Andile of all people. Like, that didn't make any sense. Like, why would he go after the mother of his children? That there's so many beautiful women in South Africa. He chose to go after the mother of his kid? Like, no, that's a big no-no. That's a violation. Naked says that, you know, that because tonight is the party, that night is the party, and he says just don't address it tonight, no BS tonight, let's just have a good night. Diamond says I can't promise anything. I want to have a good time. I'm going to be drinking. If I'm drunk enough and I say something, that's the way you see it. That's what happened. I can't promise that I'm not going to say anything. And it's my party. I can talk if I want to. The Diamond's party. It's at his house, his home, or, you know, wherever he's staying. Zari is the one that comes in first to meet with him, you know, wishes him. Zari asked him, you know, oh, did you invite everyone? And he said, I invited everybody but Andile. In case you want to know, let's just cut to the point because that's probably who you're asking about. And Zari says she doesn't even understand why he has a problem. He's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Why would you even entertain that? And she's like, what do you mean? We weren't together. Like, we weren't together. We weren't in a relationship. You were flirting with Nadia. Like, why did you even care? You were flirting with Nadia. That's not the point. Nadia was not your friend. Okay? I think that's his point, is that I don't think he would have had a problem with you flirting with anybody else because clearly Diamond be sticking and moving and doing whatever he want to do. But the fact that him and Andile were building a friendship and you were just like hello, have some restraint. Nadia and Kaylee arrived together, and so Nadia says that she noticed that Zari is dating a new guy, not Andile, some other guy. I did see her in the blogs with some guy, some young looking guy. But Zari's like, I see you too dating a new guy. So it's how it's dating new guys, and they have like a little fun moment, right? And then Kaylee asks Diamond Kaylee asked Diamond if Andile is coming. And Diamond says, I'm sorry. And Kaylee is confusion. She doesn't know why he would have that. And Diamond is like, why you ask me that? Why do you have to ask me that question? Why do you have to ask me that question? And she's like, I'm sorry. I don't know. Girl, you don't, hello, read the, like, understand what's going on. Get current. I know you and Nate could be having your issues, girl, but there's stuff in the air. Things are happening. Things are happening. Crazy things are happening. So then Kanye and Annie arrive, right? And everybody just kind of greets and speaks to each other, except for Annie and Zari. And Zari's like, I'm not even going to bother because I notice her energy. And Annie's like, I don't even have your time. I'm not interested. Annie kind of feels uneasy because she's just like, I don't know who to speak to or how to act, you know. And Kanye's like, just speak to the people that you want to speak to. The people that you're not talking to, you don't have to talk to them. Like, just, you know, be cool, be good. And so Annie's like, okay, no problem. So then Swanky arrives, right? Fashionably late, nah, blah, 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 whatever, right? And comes in, child. And Annie looks like, you know how you see that friend that you used to be cool with, and it's just like, awkward, right? As if that wasn't awkward enough. Swanky goes around, dramatically greets everybody. Right? And deliberately ignores the hell out of Annie. Like, gets to Annie, is literally the last person to greet, and he does it full like, and carries on with whatever else he wanted to do. And Swanky says, I regret nothing. I can't be fake. I don't talk to you. I'm not going to greet you when I don't talk to you. This issue must be very serious because and Annie is like, that's disrespect. I'm your elder. You know, in Nigeria, that's not how we do. When you see somebody, you speak to them even if y'all have beef, right? Like, no be so we they do. No be so we they do, right? He's a child. Shout out to Annie looking good. I didn't know she was that much older than Swanky, but she's a child. Nadia over there looking for tea, looking for like, oh no, I noticed that, you know, Swanky didn't greet. She walks, and Kanye takes out and pulls Nadia outside, and Nadia's like, do you know what's going on? And Kanye's like, I have no idea what's going on. But he said, you just pulled me outside to stop me from asking the question. She said, yes, because I know you. Sit down and mind your business. Naked arrives with scary ass Andile. Andile over there looking like, oh Lord Jesus. Like, oh my God, I'm in this man's house, child. So Naked notices that there's divided energy. Like, one side of the room is sitting where Swanky is. The other side, Kanye and Annie and them are kind of sitting together. Kanye, Annie, and Nadia are kind of sitting together, and it's just giving divided energy. And Naked says he hates the divided energy. Like, everybody's supposed to be here to celebrate Diamond. Like, it's not supposed to be a thing, right? So Andile greets Zari and gives her a hug and is over there squeezing her over, just doing the most, like giving very much, oh, I missed you, baby, lovebirds, how have you been? I've been good. And Zari too is holding, and Diamond is like, that's very disrespectful. You don't have to hold and be squeezing each other and be doing all of that nonsense in my presence, in front of my face. I think that's very disrespectful, especially at my party. What's happening? Like, have some respect. Hello? That's, come on now. Like, you already over there. Haven't you done enough? So Swanky makes an announcement, let everybody know that Bonang is on the way. He kind of introduces her. You know, she's a media personality. She's fabulous. She's all the things. If you know Bonang Matiba, you know that she's everything. Like, she's just luxury and businesswoman and boss and fabulous and fun and great. I love Bonang, right? So then after he introduces Bonang, then Bonang walks in. When Bonang walks in, Kanye and Nadia both flee. So Nadia runs away, obviously, because she's guilty, because she's dating Bonang's ex and she was her friend. And Kanye runs away because she says that she only has a professional relationship with Bonang. They are not friends personally. She can't figure Bonang out, and because she can't figure her out, she just distances herself from her. She's indifferent on her, but she just rather keep a distance, right? Kanye says that it's also very shady of Naked not to let Nadia know that she's inviting her boyfriend's ex that used to be her friend also. Like, what would that change? So he should not invite Bonang because Nadia doesn't have scruples. Bonang greets everybody warmly, and you know, she's fun and friendly, knows everybody, obviously hasn't seen everybody. Her and Annie are friendly. Then y'all, Swanky sits in Annie's seat. So Annie gets pissed and she's like, Swanky, get up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. That was my seat. I've been sitting there the whole night. My bag is there. Like, please stand up, stand up, stand up, please. Swanky says, he act like he don't hear her. He's not moving uncle is sitting where he's sitting. He said, I'm not going to think, I'm not moving anywhere. Like, what? And he says, I don't have time for this. This is a child. This is a child. So Diamond moves and he's like, no, Annie, you can sit here. Like, it's okay. You know, you could just sit here. It's fine, right? And he's like, So Bonang can feel the awkward energy. Like, there's some type of energy that some people have for her being here, or the people have for each other. Like, there's some awkward energy going on. So Annie's like, you know what? I'm going to take my leave. Like, I don't have time. She says, I'm too old for this. I don't have time for this type of disrespect. That's a child in there. I'm not going to continue to be disrespected by him. He already disrespected me. He didn't know how to greet. Second time he disrespected me, he sat in my seat and he doesn't want to shift or move so that I can have my seat back. Man, I'm just going to go, right? So then, y'all, Naked brings in the Ghana artist that he wanted to introduce Diamond to and wanted to introduce everybody to, right? Her name is Fantana, and she's a Ghanaian dance hall artist. She's from America, but she moved back to Ghana a few years ago. And so as Naked is walking her in, he lets her know that, you know what, the group is not too good with new people. So, you know, don't be surprised. And Fantana says that she does have a hot temper, but she's working on it. That she's usually the life of the party and that everything should. So Fantana greets Swanky. She knows Swanky. You know, Swanky styled her before. Everyone is nice. She greets everybody nicely and warmly. Everyone's really nice and warm with her. And Diamond is looking like, see a new prospect. He says she's giving body, yada yada. Body is very nice. Hot. She's attractive. She's hot, right? Everyone is nice-ish, nice adjacent, right? They're kind of looking like, but they're still nice, like, you know, friendly enough. And Kaylee is like pissed off at Naked because why are you bringing a woman that you didn't tell me about? And who is this woman? Where do you know her from? She says that it would not fly if she brought a man that he didn't know from anywhere and he didn't know about to bring to something. But she says, we'll talk about that later. We'll deal with that on another day. Zari kind of checking on Diamond and saying, you know, are you good? Baba, see you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm good, right? And it's a little bit awkward energy, but she still does ask to check if he's good at his own part. So then Andile is like, you know what, it's time for me to take my leave. Andile gets up to leave. But Diamond says, you know, yeah, bro, you know, you're my role model, man. You're my role model. I like your jacket, the way that you move. I want to be just like you when I grow up. You're my role model. My brother, Andile, my brother, right? Like, and Andile is like, he's calling me his role model and then he likes my jacket. He said, this is not a compliment. This is an insult wrapped inside of a fake compliment. Like, I already know what time it is. He's emphasizing my brother, my family, my people, my person, and you went and did this to me and you're mingling with the mother of my children. No wahala. I guess because Diamond said that he likes the jacket, Andile starts taking the jacket off as he's leaving the party, right? So Fantana is trying to figure out everyone's dynamics. So Fantana asks Zari if Andile is her boyfriend. Diamond says yes. Yep. And Zari's like, no, he's not my boyfriend. No, that, you know, we were just talking. Like, we were just talking. We never got to that point. We never got past talking. Like, we didn't get to any boyfriend girlfriend point. Like, we were just hanging. We were just vibing. And he was like, what kind of vibe? Which vibe? What are you vibing? Why? What kind of vibe are you vibing? So it's a vibe. You know, you were talking to Nadia. He's like, what does that have to do with anything? What are you talking about? What does that have to do with Nadia? Fantana's kind of loud. I don't know if she was drunk, but she was doing a lot. It's like, girl, ease your way into the group. I understand her confusion, but also it's like, who are you? Like, relax and just, you know, take a step back. But Fantana's like, so you were talking to her, Nadia's dating your ex-boyfriend, and you were dating his new woman, and like, she's trying to connect everybody's connection, 6 degrees of separation. So then everybody kind of discusses Annie leaving, that, you know, why is she leaving? And Swanky's like, that there's plenty reason why she's leaving. There's a lot. And he's like, you know what? I really want to tell you guys, but I want to give her last respect as to not just start spilling information when they haven't had a conversation. He's like, he's going to give her that last respect. But basically, he kind of alludes to her messing with his money, his livelihood, his business somehow. I don't know. We don't know. He doesn't specify. And he's trying to like keep the respect and not tell it. Fantana's over there egging it on that. Does she have that respect for you? Swanky's like, it doesn't matter. We had a friendship once. We had a close bond. And I'm going to respect that. And I still value that. And she's like, yes, but does she value the one that we, and he's like, that doesn't matter to me. Like, girl, what are you doing? You want a problem with them? You want to exacerbate the issue? You just want him to spill tea so you can know what's going on. Like, ma'am, sit down. I've already seen you come. I've already seen your type coming. be very careful. Be careful. Everything is not a laughing matter, a Fantana. But that is the end of episode 1. So basically it's left in the air what this big colossal betrayal is that Swanky is talking about, this issue that Swanky has with Annie, and Diamond is still not seeing it for Andile. Naked and Kaylee are still having their same old issues clearly, and Kanye's kind of fake trying to patch things up. Bonang is ruffling feathers, and Nadia is still doing Ashawo adjacent things. So that is where we leave off, y'all. Let me know what your thoughts were on episode 1. Do you think that Swanky may be over exaggerating? Do you think that Diamond is over exaggerating because he does flirt and sleep with everybody? Or do you think Andile absolutely stepped his bounds? Like, please let me know. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think of Nadia. Like, this Nadia Bonang, I don't be understanding. Nadia just be like, she just moves anyhow. Like, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Like, I don't know. Go ahead and leave your thoughts below and hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video, and also subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.